Hello viewers, welcome to KBOXtv. It's another episode of the Total Boxing Show, and we are very sorry for the late start of the show. We had a little internet problems, but thanks to God, we've been able to sort it. And so we're back live here on KBOXtv with my regular guest, Daniel Sowah, and then Cudjoe Amedoda. Guys, welcome to KBOXtv.
Thank you, Kofi.
Thank you, Kofi.
Amazing things happening in Ghana. I mean, there are a lot of things we want to talk about today. I fear today will be one of the days that we have a lot of topics to discuss, but we might end up discussing what's happening in Ghana because it's a lot. Speaking to Richard Latte, we found out yesterday that there were a lot of things that were going wrong on his side. He brought his management big promotions. He also made some few. He alleged a few things, that some of those things that happened, the GBA was in the knowings, and some few things that he said. But I'll put the article that he said that was written by Africa out, and then we can get some clues from it on how we'll go about the show today. But guys, it's going to be a very entertaining show. We have boxing returning in South Africa. We'll talk about it and also compare it to when it's also going to return here in Ghana. We'll also talk about the big fight which is coming, Duke Makers fight. We have about just a week. The open workout was yesterday. Jamel Charlo had some open workout with the media workout, and so they came there and all that. So we'll talk about that, and then some few things happening in Ghana, and then Dylan White against Povotkin's return, and then Efe Ajagba versus Jonathan Rice's fight, which is also coming up this weekend. So guys, welcome to KBOXtv again. Amedoda is gone, but I'm sure he will join us real soon. But Sowah, have you seen the article that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it. And
it's a pretty interesting article, right?
Yeah, it's a very, very interesting article, and I think boxers, promoters, even the GBA itself as a boxing body, everybody must learn something from it, and we all must work hand in hand to correct those mistakes.
Right. There were some things that were said in there that we've always heard boxers say, but for him to have the confidence to say it and then to let some of these things out, that is what I'm first of all impressed about. But let's talk about the fight that he had against DDD in the first place. That was a fight that brought about all these things. All right, so he was working with Kabik, or he was signed to Kabik. They were working. He got a fight in the UK, which was the Boa. According to him yesterday on the show, he said he was presented a contract of $20,000. But when he got to UK, he found out the fight was £50,000. It wasn't even dollars; it was pound. Then secondly, he's trying to. He says under what circumstance the GBA gave the authority for them to go fight, because to him, he feels like the Kabik quote unquote Kabik food GBA for them to sign the contract. Fine. When they went and they came back, they realized that it was 50,000. So he was thinking that now that they are back, the GBA will sit on the matter, rule it, and go that okay, fine. We found out that the money is £50,000. So the 10% you took, or whatever percentage you took from each campo, is a problem. So now let's charge the 10% on the 50,000, right? And then secondly, the agreement between the boxer and then the manager was 33% for the manager, and then 77% for the boxer. All those things were something that didn't happen. When they came back, after him seeing or being aware that he's going to be paid £50,000, they came back and was given $10,000. I mean, there are a lot of things that, if you look at the pound and the dollar, it's almost it's different. Yeah. Before the show, he called me we had a conversation, and he was saying a lot of things that I wanted him to say those things on air, because it didn't happen to me. And the best person to tell the story is the boxer himself. But unfortunately, the internet was not our friend yesterday, so we couldn't get everything. But from what I have said so far and the things that you have read, what went wrong in your opinion, and what do you think needs fixing?
I think the problem came from Kabik promotion. His promotion, they were not being honest with him.
Right.
And apart from them not being honest with him, they were not honest to the GB as well, which to me is a very big deal, because this is not just a boxer, a whole GB, Ghana Boxing Association. And if you have the audacity to go that limit to full GBA, then the GBA must stand up to show that really they control boxing in Ghana and they have the authority to pull Kabik down. Because you see, if Kabik promotion, if nothing is done to Kabik promotion, it's going to create a big problem. Because other promoters will feel like, okay, if we are going to be the frontliners, we are going to meet those people that are going to bring the fight, then we can do anything we like. So I don't know, the Kabik promotion did it, and the GBA didn't do anything at all to them. Especially when they found out. I think this is a very big issue, because the world is watching. You see, if Latte goes to the US and he makes such complaints, it will put GBA in a position whereby promoters abroad will go like, even Ghana, there's too much corruption, there's too much crime in the boxing business. So let's look at maybe Nigeria, because when they forget that Ghana, the next country they are going to look at is Nigeria. So I think the GBA must look at these things. I don't know what they are doing now that has kept long for them to issue what they are supposed to do. But I think they should look at it from this view, how this case is going to destroy the GBA, destroy Ghana boxing, and limit even businesses that will come to them. So they must take an action for the world to know that GBA is a good organization. It stands for boxers, and it stands for promoters. It stands for boxers abroad. Everything in boxing, GBA stands for it.
Right. You see, the things that happened, or he had said, right, or he said yesterday, has happened like over a year and a half. That's, according to him, 16 months. Right, so that's going to be a 1.5 month, a year, 1.5 year that this has happened. He said he has not been paid. The contract that he signed with them was supposed to take a weekly allowance. He has not been paid. The things that they said they were going to do in the contract, they have also not fulfilled their obligations. But this is the time that this guy has had another opportunity to fight in the UK again, and now they are coming in. If you were the boxer, how would you feel?
I think, Kofi, we must call the highest authority, because you see what Kabik promotion is doing is pure greediness. At least if first of all in the first fight you cheated him, it's fine. When he went there, he proved himself. Upon all these things, it should have even affected his fight. And I think he did affect his fight, because when you read the article, a lot of things went wrong, which affected him. So if he has been able to prove himself to get another fight, if I was Kabik promotion, what I'll do is I'll let him take all this money, tell him let's work, because at the end of the day, when he performs well, or even if he doesn't perform well, Kabik promotion is still going to be in the news, and that's a plus to Kabik promotion, that they can even get new boxers to sign, they can even get new fights with Queensberry promotion, and a whole lot. So they being greedy and doing all these things, I think this is when the GBA must come in and probably take their allowances or ban them for some time, because it's sad.
You know what I find really interesting is, I can understand if you are trying to punish a boxer. Granted that the boy or the boxer did whatever he did, and at the end of the day, you are trying to pull his leg, or you're trying to punish him, and then you're punishing him with 5 million euros, 5 million pounds. You are saying that if the guy wants out of his contract, he should pay 5 million pounds to get himself out of the contract. That's absurd. That's
I think even if they want to raise this issue, I think what Latte has to do now, he has to sue them. That's the best thing for Latte to do. He has to sue them for breach of contract.
I think the GBA is out on this matter. So I asked him yesterday that what was the verdict, and then he told me that up to today there has not been any verdict. But yesterday we had internet problems, so I couldn't ask him. I wanted to ask him if the contract he signed with them is still valid up to today. as in how many years he signed with them, and if the contract is still valid up to today. If it is, then there needs to be a conversation that fine. Assuming that there is a breach of contract, if Latte feels that there's a breach of contract, right, and then he wants to go forward with it, I think there are some things that they can pick up and then see how they can work it. But it looks like to Latte, there's a conspiracy between the GBA and then the KB Promotions, because that's what the article suggests. That to him, it feels like there's a conspiracy between the GBA and then the KB Promotions management.
Okay, what if boxers are listening to us? What I would like to tell them is that
make you big so that you can say it to their faces.
Yeah. Okay, I think if the boxers are listening to us, one thing they must know and understand is that even in Sarkodie's song, he said lawyers in a ready contract.
Yeah.
You see, the GBA might be slowing down because of probably the contract KB Promotion are presented to the GBA. If you're a boxer and a promoter comes to you, it brings a contract. Make sure you get a lawyer. If it's going to cost you 1,000 Ghana cedis to get a lawyer to read that contract for you, get a lawyer to do that for you, because boxing is a serious business. That 1,000 Ghana cedis probably you go and get to come and understand the contract, to get a lawyer to explain the contract to you for you to sign. You might be making $5 million in the near future, even within 3 months just after signing that contract. So contracts are very, very important. You can't just say, because I want to be a superstar, because I want a world title shot, because I want to go to the US to fight, any contract they give to you, you sign. It's wrong. You can't do that. Because at the end of the day, you are putting your life on the line. Everything you are going to do in the ring is you. And you must fight for money. You must fight for the prize. Apart from bringing glory to the country, you must fight for money, so that when you are done with the sport, you can get money to take care of yourself. Because if the GBA, I don't know the reason why GBA has not given their verdict, but probably what I'm trying to look at now is probably the contract the KB Promotion people have presented. Maybe it's more of law, or it's more of a contract that in a way they flogged Latte inside, which Latte didn't understand. Probably Latte thought he had just signed just this kind of a contract, but maybe it's different. But even with that, I think the GBA must still come in, because the money we are talking about and the percentage that they told him is the difference is big. You can't just give him $10,000. And the main issue now, which right now in the article, which is a big problem for Ghana boxing and Africa as a whole, is that right now they are dealing with Latte. Queensberry is dealing with Latte, and KB Promotion is trying to stop the fight.
Right.
So this is when the GBA must fight for Ghana and must fight for Africa and fight for local boxers across the world. Because if this thing is not sorted, Queensberry Promotion, I tell you, they might not find it interesting, because what they don't like, they really value contracts and this kind of law.
It's not even just Queensberry Promotions. This top dog promoters, right? The contract. See, you can do shady things in your country. That's fine. But if you want your word to be taken seriously, what I find intriguing is some of the things or the allegations that he made yesterday, that the GBA was in on this thing after he came back to tell them that this is what he found out and this and that. And as a body or as an authority, I felt like you are there for both managers, promoters, and then the boxers. We all know what promoters go through in Ghana to make a fight happen. But as a promoter, if you say you're going to be a promoter in Ghana, it means you've accepted what is happening in Ghana or how the show is being run in Ghana. We all know that when you're doing a show in Ghana, first of all, you don't really make a lot of money. So you, as a promoter, you've accepted it before entering the game. And you've signed contracts with a boxer that you are going to take X amount of percent, and he's also going to take Y amount of percent. You've gone through the contract with the boxer, right? And then there's an opportunity, or there's a fight, or you are fulfilling your obligations as a manager or as a promoter by getting your fighter a fight in Ghana or outside Ghana, which you have done, right?
Yeah.
After you've fulfilled your part and the guy go fight out there, the paper is there, right? the amount that you said you're going to take, or the percentage you said you're going to take on the boxers fight, should be what you said you're going to take, right? Of course, you've made shows or you've done your shows. You didn't make money in Ghana. You've run out a lot. But if you believe in your fighter, definitely and not even if you believe in your fighter per se, but for you signing your boxer and taking him on, it means you're going to accept the losses and you're also going to accept the winnings, right?
True.
If in the contract you put in there that if he loses, you're not going to promote him, fine. But if it was in the contract that you're still going to work with him till the contract ends, win or lose, you're supposed to work with him. This is why I said. Secondly, if the boxer goes there to fight and then he makes X amount of money, you are supposed to take your percentage and leave the percentage to him. How he's going to distribute it again among himself and his team, that one is not your concern or something, right? Now a boxer goes out there to go fight. He's making 50,000 pounds. You bring a different contract. This is serious. You give him a different contract other than what was provided by the original promoter in the UK for him to sign for the fight. I am no law person, but I know this is forgery.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's forgery. Because you didn't provide the original documents to be signed. Fine. Sure. According to him, he's saying that the GBA, let's assume the GBA that also didn't know. So they also considered the forgery contract as the original contract. So they also granted the release letter for them to go, for the guy to go fight. Now the guy comes back, show you the original contract, or bring the original contract, or spoken to the promoter for the promoter to tell him that, hey, Lati, I gave you 50,000 pounds and not what you are alleging or what you are telling me. Then at least there should be some kind of sitting down, contracts flying back, sitting down and all these things. But the guy comes, makes his plight known, or make his problems known, or make his discovery, because to the GBA he was blindsided. So make his discovery known that after entering the UK or going to the venue to go fight, this is what I found out about the contract that was given to me. As an authority which represents the fighters, represent promoters, represent anybody, matchmakers, and all these guys in the game, I feel like the guy wasn't given a fair hearing. When Patrick Alote had the problem at the stadium, it took the GBA not too long ago to sit on this matter to give a verdict. Which he was suspended, right? Now a guy comes in, makes his problems known, makes his discoveries known, and then it has gone over 1.5 years, and we still hasn't sat on this matter to give a verdict. I find it very, for lack of better words, I feel like then I'm also inclined to believe what he's saying, that there's some kind of conspiracy in there, like the article is suggesting. If you were the boxer, Sowah, and you found out these things, and you came back to the GBA, and you are not being given the hearing that you think you deserve, what would you do?
I think there's two things. After you go to the GBA and the GBA doesn't give you a verdict, you either go to the media, or if you don't go to the media, you find a lawyer and sue both the GBA and sue the promoter as well. Because, like you said, it's forgery. He has been able to find out that this is the original contract that was given to him. And Kofi, like Canelo is doing now, I think in Africa here, in Ghana here, boxers must stand for their right.
Right.
You see, when things are not going on well for you, and you go to this authority, my authority, and it doesn't do anything for you, the best thing for you is to go to the court. And they shouldn't fear going to the court, because every penny you spend, once you win, you are going to get your money back.
Right.
So I think what the boxers need now is knowledge on how to go about certain things. Because the other thing too is that what we can even sit down and relax on the GBA is that until the government fight, nobody knew this.
Right.
Yes, it's a big issue. It should have gone to the limit.
Right.
To fight for it, because he was not saying it. I've watched a lot of his interviews, and I've never heard of anything like this till the government fight.
True.
So it seems Kabik promotion too were more relaxed.
there are some things that, to be sincere, I remember when he came back from the UK after the fight, he said he's going to have a conversation with me, but we never had a conversation until I left. So I had always heard the rumor that there was something like that going on, but as long as a boxer hasn't made it known to you, I also act like it was nothing. Now the boy has a problem. He's found, or he's finding a lot of ways to make this thing happen. This was even before he went to the UK, to the USA to go train with Andrew Ruiz trainers. In the conversation I had with him yesterday, he also told me that it was because of the Gorman fight. That is why he came back to Ghana, because he wanted to take his trainer or train with his trainer and to prepare before going to the UK. So that's why he came, to get ready. Now he came back, and then all these things are, all these, like I say, buried wounds are now like coming back, because definitely there's another money coming. If maybe this one will not be 50,000, maybe this one will be like 80 or 90,000 or like 100,000.
Exactly. So Latte too didn't help himself, because Kofi, if it's 16 months, and after 16 months, that's when that is when he's getting into the media. That's when big pages are writing about it. Then I think he himself, he didn't try as well, because he should have, once you find out that this is what has been done to me, this is a forgery, you have to start making, you have to start pushing. And when you go to the GBA and for, let's say, 2 or 3 months, you're not hearing anything, you move to the next stage. Because I watched his interview during the COVID time. That's about 2 or 3 months ago on GTV. He didn't mention anything like that. Wow. So you see, this is something that the boxers, they must now wake up. Because you see, you put your life on the line. So when you sense anything wrong, make sure you push it to the next level, because the media is everything. The reason why Patrick Alote was banned or was suspended from boxing is because of the media.
True. Because they made it very, very big.
Exactly. So the GBA, even they could have even given him a lighter punishment, but they can't do that because they know everybody is watching them. So they have to give a strong verdict. They have to do something for people to know that the GBA works. So if Latte had pushed this thing from the UK, even there was a kind of misunderstanding and all that from the UK, I tell you, like, the GBA would have done something quick.
Definitely.
But right now that we are talking about it, I can promise you now that the GBA will not be taking this thing serious to make sure that they give the kind of punishment they have to give to Kabik Promotions.
If Kabik Promotions is listening to us and or anybody listening to us from this camp, I feel like they need to really sit with the guy again and have the conversation again, because according to the article, they tried to reach Kabik Promotions and then they looks like they didn't want to say anything. So it makes the thing even looks more shady. You understand? Like,
exactly.
Is it the guy said in the article? It says efforts to reach Kabik Promotions have become futile. Like it's not happening. You know, so now let's use this thing to educate the guys, like I say. That is why I really admire managers who sign boxers and then they put them in school. First of all, to me, it makes me feel like you, the manager, you are really in for the best of your boxer. Because like Mayweather, when he got into Alemon, you know what he said? He said loyalty is a lifestyle. You understand? We understand that the business is about money. Yes, you came in to make money, fine. But you were coming to make the money off somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's blood and their sweat. That's where you're coming to make the money from, right? So, I mean, and I feel like even if you treat your boxer right and you have good talks with them and everything, this thing shouldn't even come into the media.
True.
If maybe the boy was sat down with and made known that, you know what, this is what it is. See, the world has become very transparent now. If things that were happening before were being covered are fine. But now the boys have a lot of ways to let it apply the head, especially through social media.
Sure. True.
They can record, they can say something. Your reputation as a promoter is going to be like very, very like discredited. Now, if somebody goes mention Kabik promotion somewhere, like or types Kabik promotions on Google today, it will take you straight to the article being written by Boxing Africa. That this is what you are doing to your fighters and all that. And then the names are there, all the names, the owners, and everything is there. You understand? Even if you change your name, or sorry, you change your promotions company's name, you will still have your name there. And somebody will write the article, and your name will be there. You see, so I mean, the guys, first of all, the guys need to go to school. Or if you find yourself with a manager, I feel I would advise every boxer to go to school. And like the Muhammad Ali Act, which is being passed in the US, no, a boxer and then a manager should not have the same, or a promoter and a boxer shouldn't have the same lawyer. No, it shouldn't be like that. If you bring the contract to the boxer, you leave it to the boxer. Let the boxer also go and also find his lawyer to interpret things for him to understand. Yes, maybe that law is not passed in Ghana, so we are using the same thing. But if you want to practice what is being done out there, which makes their boxing very attractive, I feel like we should give these boys like how it is being done out there. You understand? A lot of things are being done wrong in Ghana that we know. Not just Ghana, in Africa. Matchmakers are making money off boxers. The boxers come complaining, crying, saying, "Oh, Kofi, the money that they said they're going to give me, they gave me this." The promoter is also, see, it's not even just about promoters. We've also seen boxers also doing shady things. For instance, a boxer will have a contract with, or a management with Sowah. And then he knows that he has a contract with Sowah, and still be talking to Amedoda on the side that he wants him to manage him. It is a topic that we really need to look at, because it is making, at the same time, it's making the boys lose some opportunities in the States, in the UKs and other places that can put them on a different level. Managers are stealing from the boxers. The boxers are also doing their movement behind their backs, and all these things make, like, it doesn't even make the thing attractive. And so if the matter come and you want to talk Crampo, you don't even know who to talk for.
Exactly. Because you see, like when Boxing Africa tried to reach Kabik promotions, they decided not to say anything. It could be that they are planning to take legal actions or something, and their lawyers have advised they shouldn't say anything. So you see, right now, what you are saying now, boxers, if you're a promoter and you are not educated or you don't take the promotion serious, a boxer too can take you on.
True.
He can go and do all the nasty things, and at the end of the day, he will go and get a lawyer and win it. Because you see, right now, law controls everything. We have seen how strong the law is in the country. Because when Kennedy Japan went to say some things, he had to come and plead.
We saw what happened.
Exactly. So it should give confidence to boxers. It should give confidence to the promoters as well. And I urge every boxer. You see, this boxing thing, Kofi, in a twinkle of an eye, you can just be a millionaire from boxing. So and even the little money you can have,
you can also die, because people go into the ring and die.
True. And that's very true. So it's like your life, and you might have children, you die, you leave them, who is going to take care of them? So when the contract comes and you don't even have money, take the contract, go to the you see, the Supreme Court is even closer to them. You can beg a lawyer. I'm a new boxer. I'm coming. This is a contract that has been given to me. Please explain the contract to me. And you see, when you go there, you meet a lawyer. He knows that you are from the street. You are not coming. He will maybe be proud to he will be proud to help you for taking that bold step to bring the contract to the Supreme Court to meet a lawyer just to explain to you. And I tell you, if you meet four lawyers, at least one person will explain the contract to you.
Definitely. So, and in Ghana, we have a lot of lawyers. Even our own Moses Amoni, the former GBA president, he's a lawyer. And our current GBA president is also a lawyer.
Exactly.
I don't see a Ghanaian boxer approaching a lawyer today on a contract about his career who will turn him down. I don't know. I don't think even okay, maybe some would, but I feel like if they realize that it is your life, I don't feel like any of them will turn you down.
And you see, Kofi, if I'm a lawyer and you take that bold step and you come to me, I'll be glad to help you. Because once you become a world champion on a big stage, when you become a millionaire, you will mention my name. It was this lawyer that read this contract to me. So I'm always grateful to him. And once he has been able, and you see, it's an advantage, it's a win-win for the lawyer and the boxer. Because once you've been able to read this contract to him, when bigger contracts start coming, that lawyers must also make some money out of it. You won't go and look for another lawyer. It will come to you because he has built some trust from you. So when he brings a contract to you and it's a bigger money, you can also get your share. So it's a win-win for both the lawyer and the boxer. So I think what the boxers, you see, Kofi, you know most of the boxers. Is it will be very good for you to tell them to watch this show every week. Because the kind of things we say now is their future.
You know what makes me sad. I understand where the boys are coming from. That is a very hard place, and they take the sports because it's their way out. You understand? Like they feel like it's their way out. That if things go on well for them and they are able to pursue their career with a very good management and promoter on their side, they'll be able to turn their life around, which is usually the case. But like we've seen with a lot of boxers in the world, even including our own Azuma Nelson. You understand? You see how boxing changed him or changed his life. He was able to turn his life around through boxing, which is that. So if a boxer decides to go all out for this thing, I would never blame him. Now, fine, this is what you want to do, but most times, if you speak to like even our own Ikote had problems with his management.
True.
You understand? People have taken foreign management and they also fall in for the like in the same trap. Agbeku, right? He worked with Donkin. We found that there was some kind of shady business thing going on with even Azuma with Donkin. It was almost the same, right?
Yeah.
But if we are starting, we want to start mafia in the boys when they have not even get to like the big places, and like you're just setting them to die, because most of the guys end their career and they have nothing to show for all the times and all the training, all the sweat, blood, and everything that they stood in the ring for. They have nothing to show for. Even if a boxer doesn't make it to like, let's say the world stage or to the world title, some of them are world contenders. They at least they fought it. They fought for the title. They didn't win and all that. But if you fight for the title, something is inside small.
Yeah, you should get a good place.
Even the 50,000, right? If the guy was given the 70% or the 77%, it could have changed his life.
Exactly.
In Ghana,
50,000 pounds is big money.
Yes, it would have changed his life. You understand?
To get 30,000 pounds.
I think, we will plead. I think I'll just plead with management and then with because if we fight them and and they say they won't do it anymore, then and the GBA is not also like they said they won't do it anymore. We are all doomed.
Exactly.
Basically.
So Kofi, what I think we must pray for now is we are the youth. We are coming in so strong. And if yourself, like KBOXtv, because I was running through boxing pages and I realized you were doing amazing work. You see, our generation, we are doing so well. Right. Especially our generation to the boxing family. We are doing so well. We are pushing. I think it has gotten to a stage whereby we cannot rely much on the big people out there because they came to see it. And when they saw it, it was their era. At their era, what they can do is what they have been able to do. What we must do now is that we must push. And you see, any good thing that you do on it, or any good thing that you do, when the big people are there, they will start supporting you. Because Kofi, I can tell, when you started KBOXtv, most of the big people that are in boxing, because I see a lot of them commenting on your page, they've realized that you are doing something great for the boxing, in Ghana, particularly boxing in Ghana. So they will give you certain support that you deserve. I think now people that want to do business, people that are in the country now and they want to do business. I mean, good business people and they want to do business. They should come into the boxing industry because right now I can say the big people are ready to push us.
Right.
They are ready to give us our support. If you come and you have the money, you have KBOX Media there. You can invest into it. You see, when you invest into KBOX Media, and KBOX Media is able to stream fight for Africa pay-per-view, it will make some good money. And when it makes some good money, it comes from boxing. It will eventually.
And then you will not have issues with this 50,000. A boxer's 50,000 purse.
Exactly. So you become a promoter. KBOXtv is able to stream Daniel Dubois vs Latte for maybe 2 cities. Once you stream it, the management can just depend on the streaming money and just release that purse to the boxer.
There are things
GBA will benefit.
See, these boys, the thing they are doing in Ghana, it's not easy.
It's not easy, Kofi. It's not easy. Myself.
So look at the gyms we go and see the guys train on bare ground without foam and everything.
Exactly. Because I've been to most of the gyms, and one thing I see that I always see is that promoters are not there, managers are not there. Because some of the boxers are security men. After training in the evening, he has to go and do his security work. And I felt sad. I really felt sad because you see, I see myself as a businessman, and I know when you are doing business, you have to stay focused. And the product, which is going to give you the businessman money, has to go and do other things in the evening. So his focus is in two ways. He can go do the security work. He can be shot. Anything can happen to him, and that will be the end of his life.
Right.
So I was really sad. And Kofi, I think with the education thing you were talking about,
right,
that boxers need education. I think that those people that are of age now is late. But the juvenile, I heard they've started a juvenile something, a competition juvenile thing. Yeah. I think what the GBA must do now is that they must try as possible to make sure all the juvenile boxers are in school.
Right.
At least to the secondary school. True. They should, you see, these are certain things that I think they can present to the government to also help them, so that every juvenile boxer will be given a scholarship out to the secondary school. Because there is free SHS, and politicians now are looking for certain things that they will do to win votes. Because you see Mahama attacking the Okada side, which means he wants all the Okada vote. If you're a politician and you are listening to us, come and invest. Let's give these juvenile boxers scholarship, and you get all the boxing fans who will vote for you.
Right.
If you are MP, president, any position you are fighting for, just do this, and we'll vote for you. Because we also want to enjoy the national cake. Right. So they should try and put us in.
Right. See, when I read the article, there was one part that I like. It just got me laughing. Let me just read it so that you get where I'm coming from. That part is very funny because he said that when he said so many things happened before we left Ghana for the fight with Dubois. My managers refused to give me my contract to sign. The manager didn't give the contract to him to sign. Now we all know that usually the boxers go into a fight knowing that they are going to fight because they have signed. Under what circumstance should the boxer even leave a country to go fight if he has not signed a contract?
They should tell you that knowledge is what most of the boxers are lacking now. Or you see, when you are in a sport like boxing and it's bound by contract, and you have to sign a contract before you move. Once the contract you don't sign, once you don't sign the contract, the promoters will have problems. Your manager will have problems. So you have the power. Even if they bring the money and it's even according to your percentage, sometimes you can beat around the bush and say the money is not good. You don't want to fight for this kind of pace. But you see, nothing is working here.
Charlie, So let me not cut you, but just a minute. Amedoda, I mean, you are joining the show because we're having some few internet problems, and thank you for still making time. I'm sure you have read the article. You know what is happening in the with Latte and the GBA and then the Kabik promotions and all that. I leave it to you. Let us hear from you what you have to say.
Very sorry. The internet is giving a whole lot of problem. The disconnection is so much and things like that. That is why it happened that I got on it very late. But with this case concerning Sowah and the management, even concerning GBA, it's not a new thing. Yeah, it's not a new thing, especially in Ghana here. It's frequently happening. But the reason why it's being a big case today, that is on all networks and things like that, is just because Sowah, I say Sowah, the Latte, yeah, Latte is Latte is educated. That is why we are hearing this one today. Latte is educated, and then he can read and write. That is why we are hearing it. Else we will not know about it, because even the boxer will not discover it till now. Right. So it's just because Latte is educated. That is why this thing, we are hearing it today. This thing is been happening all along. That is what the promoters are doing. But the most painful side of they go with the what's the name, the managers and then the promoters.
The internet is messing up a little bit. We hope to get him on the show, but as we wait for him, all right, this is what I think, or this is what I see. The managers invest. They don't get money. And so when a boxer gets a fight outside the country and it's big money, they feel like the boxer that's their only chance for the boxer to make money and for them to make money. And once they're able to cash out, they want to leave the boxing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, the painful side is the involvement of the GBA, the whole GBA, not only some individuals in GBA doing this, the whole GBA. This is all they are doing. Because if not all of them are doing it, when they go to executive meeting and things like that, do they want to say that this thing did not pop up for them to sit down and then say something about it, make it, correct it? You see, I heard you saying earlier on that they have lawyers in there. Musisa Formoni, former president, is a lawyer, and then Mr. Zuenis is a lawyer, and then all these things are happening, and then they are not. They themselves, even they themselves, they are part of the problem. Yeah, they themselves, they are part of the problem, because they are taking advantage of the boxers, because most of the boxers did not go to school, and then they don't read their contracts, they don't know what is in the contract. So the duping starts from day one. The matchmaker will go and bring some fight, and then the promoters, and then even they've been duping each other, and the GBA is supporting it 100%. GBA is supporting it 100%. This thing happened to some of the boxers, and even the boxer will get ready to fight. Somebody else will be saying that, hey, you are on my camp, you cannot go without paying so and so money to me. Meanwhile, if the boxer think about the whole thing, or even to tell you what happened during the contract, some of the boxers, even a whole month, their manager don't give them even 1 penny. But if the boxer get a fight, they will take the bigger share and then give some little thing to the boxer. But if the boxer don't know, he get a good contract somewhere else to move, the old contract, there's no way he can go on, because they didn't look into the contract well. The boxer don't know what contract that he signed. So the boxers themselves, they don't know the contract that they have with their manager. So the managers capitalize on this thing and then duping the boys. You see, and if the boxer get a fight, the old manager will say, management, like what is happening to Latte now, they'll say that no way, you cannot go and fight. Look at the time that Latte fought for that fight. How many years? Over a year. You understand? Over a year. Okay. And then he still didn't get a fight to fight. Now that he got a chance to fight, the old management say, hey, meanwhile, you dupe the guy. That is why the guy also got angry and they're saying that he's leaving your camp.
It is not.
And now you are
saying that he doesn't want to work with you anymore. The guy is saying that you have not paid him after you guys came back. He is expecting the 70% or 77.7% that you said you are going to give him. Of the, he knew. Okay, you said it was 20,000, right? When he went to Frank Warren said it is 50,000. So now he came to Ghana knowing that it's 50,000, and then you gave him 10,000. You not even pound. You got $10,000. Look at the difference. Look at Charlie. Look at the inside. Dollar and pound. The difference is big.
You see that?
You didn't even give him the pound for him to feel like he went to UK. You gave him American dollar. I'm giving him Washington. He doesn't work anywhere. You understand?
You see?
He's like 50%. Give him his 70 or 77.7% and take your share. And then the 1.5 year that you haven't paid him, by contract, you're supposed to pay him weekly. So give him that allowance and the other thing you're supposed to give him. In return, you are giving him. See, there are a lot of people outside Ghana that have called me, like other promoters, even some of the managers that have been on this show from the States and everything, reading the article. I mean, they have been very devastated about the article, asking me if I knew anything about it, asking me if it's really happening in Ghana, asking what the really what the legend are really true.
I feel like I said earlier, you see, Latte too didn't try in a way because we all didn't hear of this thing after 60 months.
Yeah.
So you see, if he had been able to push it right when he came to Ghana, I think with this fight coming on, everything would have moved smoothly. Or you see, what Kabik promotion is feeling now. Maybe they are feeling like, okay, this one it has passed. No one even spoke anything about it. So let's attack him on this one. Because in the article, it was said that right now Queensberry promotion is working directly with Latte.
Right.
So that means the money is going there. And once Kabik promotion found out, I'm sure even with the Gorman fight, initially it was last week. They didn't know. So maybe when they heard of the announcement that Gorman is fighting Latte, that's when they started taking him on.
But Sowah, do you really believe, if me and you, we know that Latte is going to fight, do you really believe that they didn't see or they haven't seen if they don't have intentions of taking the boy to court? Tell me if
what I'm saying is they saw it when it was announced. Like when the announcement came that he's going to fight Gorman.
And all this before the fight got cancelled, they said they have not seen the fight flyer.
Oh no. That's a lie. That's a very big lie. Because they are taking him on.
I'll post it online for you to see.
They are taking him on because they've seen a flyer and Queensberry promotion has not been in talks with them. That's their problem. So you see, what Latte 2 should have done was that when he came to Ghana, he should have said it because he was interviewed on most of the television stations. He was on GTV. I saw his interview on GTV. He should have said it. And you see, if he have said it on GTV, and we have picked the story, people like you pick the story, other boxing, the panelists and all that, the GTV man, the one that does the boxing show on GTV. It could have also.
Yeah, I see him. I know. The president
exactly. It could have also picked it up. And you see, right now that we are picking up, I tell you, GBA will come out to give a verdict because they've seen that right now the thing is spreading. So I'm sure even when it was given to them, if what we are alleging that they are aware, maybe if they are not aware that all this thing went on and maybe Latte made a complaint. Maybe Latte didn't make a complaint with an official letter. Maybe it was verbal. Maybe meeting one of GBA, the GBA guy. Oh, this is what they did. They didn't give me the amount of money they were supposed to give. But if it was done official, you see, that's when you go to the law court, you can make arguments. Because if you tell me you told the GBA secretary that they forged a letter or they cheated you, and the GBA secretary comes and he says, "Oh, Latte didn't tell me that. Latte told me he joined the UK, he did this, he did that." You see, it becomes controversial. But when you present a letter, you issue a letter to different people, it becomes legit. So right now, with everything going on, I believe so much that the GBA will stand up and do the needful.
Amedoda, you were about saying something when we stepped in, but let's hear what you have to say.
Oh, what I'm saying is we are lucky hearing this thing just because Latte is educated and Latte is willing to talk. Most of the boxers are facing these problems and they don't talk. Most of good boxers are facing the same. Sometimes you ask yourself why a boxer fight and then it will take a boxer so many years to get another fight again. Some of them are getting fight outside their dubious managers. But if the manager hear that the boxer is going to fight, they put junction on that fight. The boxer will not get a chance to fight. It's been happening to prominent boxers over here. Even it happened to Manuel Planche. He got after he went to Singapore. He came back. He got somebody over there to take care of him, give him fight and things like that. They arranged 2 different fights for him. The manager over here can't put junction on those fights. And if you go to this story very well and you get to know the person behind this thing, you vomit, Kofi, I'm telling you.
Interesting.
You see, yeah, I'm telling you. If you get to know the people behind this, especially this Manuel Planche thing, and then it's not only Manuel Planche who faced that problem and that the same group, a whole lot of good boxers in this country, the same person doing that thing. And if I don't want to mention the name, but Kofi, you hate yourself loving boxing. I'm telling you. And they know all this.
We want to make champions in Ghana, and all these things are happening. How do we make the champions?
Yeah. The people that are supposed to even help the boys, they are the people that are causing problem for the boys. That is why the boys are not going on.
So is it about
the people that
they
are lawyers?
Money or it's about the boxing now? So they didn't get into the game because of the boxing, or of course, the business. They didn't get into it because of the boxer or helping the boxer reach his goal, but they rather got inside for themselves. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. Even some people are in authority in GBA, they just got there because they plan to just dupe anybody over there. That is what they are doing. GBA is not standing for the boys. It's not standing for anybody. Look, there's a case here. One good boxer, I've forgotten the name. A boxer, he got a problem. He was riding a motorbike, and then a police car knocked the guy down intentionally, and the guy got a broken neck.
Okay.
Who's supposed to fight for this guy?
The GBA, because
the GBA did not say they are even rather cooling the guy down to stop, and if the guy cannot fight us at now because he got a problem. Wait, don't give him the chance to.
I'm coming. I want to get it clear. Is the guy a licensed professional boxer in Ghana? The boxer?
Yeah, the boxer, they call him Mayweather. But he have his real name, which I'm forgotten. You see? Okay. Yeah, he's been knocked by police intentionally. And then the guy got broken neck. The GBA invoked his son, says he cannot fight. As at now, they are not doing anything about the case. The GBA manager himself, the GBA president came out and said that he's a lawyer. He's going to take care of this case. Is over 1 year. The guy is there with broken neck. He cannot fight. Nobody is talking. Wow. So GBA is not there to help the boxers. They capitalize on literacy of the boys, and then they are duping the left and right, and they are making money. That is what they are doing, all of them.
The way you are saying that,
if it is look,
it's like
There's nothing wrong with
so,
this case. He didn't know of this case. They never sit anywhere for him to challenge them. Hey, this all of them. Yeah, I'm telling you, Kofi. All of them. So it will be good for us to capitalize on this and then make sure that all the boys, all the boxers, they have lawyers. They sign to a lawyer to take care of them in their career. Us, the boxers, they will go and fight, and they will come and become sickless. They will get no money to treat themselves and things like that.
See, we were all in Ghana, Daniel, when Duke Michael made some serious videos, you know, calling some names here and there. They said he was being disrespectful. He should retract his statements, you know, back and forth, which he has done. I mean, but some plenty things. Plenty. Today he has a world title opportunity, so I don't want us to dive too much into the matter. But all I'm saying is, we were here in Ghana, and Duke Michael had problems with some few people that he made some serious videos, and then his heart out. If you really had a chance to watch that video and the things that he really said things that were really worrying him as a boxer, and where you could see that he was at a very dark moment or a dark place when he made those video. He came out to apologize when management came in and all that. But looking at what has happened now, and taking my mind back to what that video that Duke Michael said made of the video that he said, looks like the allegations and the things that he said in the video, looks like a lot of things that he said are really true. I don't know if Amedoda, you've seen that video or you've seen that thing that even made, there was even a name called, including Kaloko and some, I mean, all those names came in, and then some apologies were rendered and all that. If I take my mind back, right, to the no, first of all, did you see that video that I'm talking about, Amedoda? That Duke Michael had to come apologize. You saw the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Okay, you did not see the video. But I only thank God that today he has an opportunity to fight for the world title, and I'm hoping that he can lift it, shut a lot of critics down, and then make or write his name in the history of Ghana as one of the world champions from Ghana. And this has been a long way coming. He's fought a very difficult battle outside the ring before he'll be mounting the ring, God willing, next week Sunday. So I just wish him well, and he should know it. He should have this thing behind his back or at the back of his head that he's already fought some wars, which is even tougher than what he's going to fight on Sunday. And because of those things, he should count himself lucky and very, and not just lucky, but he should count himself a victor already before going to the fight. And that should fuel him to deliver, God willing, next week Sunday. Now, all these things said, the boxers, it is very important for them to educate themselves. If you find a manager who says he's going to take you to school, please go to the school. Because it is not every manager who will even think of this school thing. So if any manager says he's going to take any boxer to school, I feel like they take it. And I think it's high time that managers and promoters get into their head that when you sign a boxer and is going to fight outside, it is not the last time he's going to fight. So stop thinking of that one time making that money and that is it. It doesn't work. I feel like, for me, this is what I feel. I feel maybe Kabi didn't think that the boy will get another opportunity again.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That they felt the 50,000 was going to be there. Maybe because before going to the fight, he was undefeated. And we all know what going into a fight being undefeated means. It means more money. So if you go into the fight and you are defeated, either the money is going to drop or maybe no promoter out there is not even going to put you on a fight. Looking at Latte's record, nobody's going to put Latte on a fight. Assuming he didn't know the people that he got in contact with when he went to the UK there. Because he's jumping from a lose and going into another fight. Usually it takes a lot of difficulty to secure fights like that on an even bigger stage again. But he gave himself a very good round 3 against Daniel Dubois, which is giving him the opportunity for him to go back to go fight. And I feel like this fight is going to give himself like an even more better performance, which will even make other promoters out there to look out and get him on their shows to fight as well. But this is why I think the promoter or the manager didn't think that he will get another opportunity again. And so this one coming, first being blindsided, secondly knowing that 50,000 came first. Maybe this time, even if the money is going to drop, grab 40,000, not even going. The boys decided that it's not going to give them a dime.
Easy, like you said it all. The promoters today are not businessmen. The managers are not businessmen. Because you see, if you're a businessman and your fighter has been able to get a fight, which is 50,000 pounds, what must enter your head now, or what you must be thinking of now, is how am I going to make 500,000 pounds? That's it. That's what you have to think of. So now you come back and you look at the kind of things you did for your fighter to be able to get that 50,000 pounds. So you should not be looking at that fighter. You should be looking at how you are going to get about 3 or 4 people that if each is getting 70,000, 70,000, you can meet that your target of 500,000 pounds using that same strategy you build for. But you see, they don't pay attention. He has worked to that side. You've promoted a guy in Ghana, he has fought, money was not coming. Now that you are about to dig, you've that goal. Now that you're about to dig the diamond, you felt to Charlie, this is my reward, 50,000. Sharp, the boxer, but you see, if you think like this, you can't be a great businessman. You must always aim higher, because you see, if you make 50,000 pounds of latte in the UK, why don't you think of try to make a fight here in Ghana that you can make a fight for latte to get that equivalence?
Right.
You see, it's a lot of things, and what is worrying us now is that the promoters now are not good businessmen, like you said. They don't.
Then again, Dan, as much as we are calling out managers and we are calling out promoters in Ghana, I feel like there are some things that they also go through that they don't tell us. I feel there are some monies being taken from them some way, somehow, that they don't communicate it to the world or to people. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it could be the sanctioning bodies, maybe it could be the matchmakers not being honest with them. I mean, there's something wrong somewhere. Because that cannot be the story every time. You understand? I feel like there's much more into this. But will a manager even tell you his story? Will a promoter come out to tell the story for us to know what is going on? Other than that, we will take the story and we'll feel like they're not even doing their best. Because,
with a manager,
it can not be always one way. I feel like there's something going on that the manager is doing his best. Maybe, just maybe, the sanctioning body is trying to rip him off. Not the world side, because of course he has not gotten to the world side. So maybe the continental, the intercontinental, or those kind of places, the heads there, and maybe the matchmakers who are making this fight happen. Because the conspiracy that will make a manager come to a decision that, okay, then if the price comes, I'm going to make my money one time. There's a lot of factors has gone in there for him to make that decision. Wouldn't you agree with this?
In Africa, what you are saying is possible, and I think it's actually happening because there's a lot of sabotaging. And myself coming out as a promoter, I've seen a lot, and I'm learning. But you see, for the love of the sport, for the love of the business, for the love of boxing, we still want to do this to bring glory to Ghana. There's sabotaging. It's there. Certain people are there that they've been there for some time now. They feel the boxing is their birthright. And certain people have they have these promoters that they feel like these are their people. So some privileges you are supposed to get, you won't get it because they have to sabotage you for this person to get it, so that when the money comes, maybe he can get his share, or the kind of agreement that they've had, they can all benefit from it. And it's sad because you see, you can't also do boxing without a GBE.
Right.
You can't do boxing without a GBA. So if these are the problems that we are having, we boxing lovers, we are the fans of boxing. These are the kind of things we have to tell them, because if they were able to ban Patrick Alute because of the media, because a lot of people saw what happened and people were condemning, celebrities were condemning it. Then I think we have to throw more light. Let the celebrities see what is happening in the sport of boxing, the sport that we like, the sport that is like when you win a world title, it's like winning a World Cup. This is what we are facing. And you see, the voice of people, the voice of the people is the voice of God. When we start making these things, because Kofi, you see, me, I'm a very emotional person. And if I'm having these issues as a promoter, after the fight, when I take my microphone, I'll say it.
Yeah, right.
And I'll make sure it goes to the media, because that's the only way I can survive. That's the only way that I can have I can have a fair hearing, or I can have I can get what I deserve.
Right.
So it's really there. It's something there that the promoters and the managers too are facing issues. But if you come out, you see, once you come out, you become
a target. I mean, I really agree. If you come out, you see, it is like, excuse me to say, it is like a cocaine business. If it's true, that's why I said, let me put it like that. It's like a cocaine business. We haven't done cocaine before, but it is almost like we've seen it happen in the Narcos, the movies, Netflix, and all that. We see what happens. Once one person comes out of it, the person becomes a target.
Exactly. They have to take you out.
You know.
And I think that's a fear that maybe some of them are having. And Kofi is the reason why I keep saying that everybody in boxing must hold the issue. Because the kind of things we talk about is awareness. It's like a car. We will spark the car. Once we spark it, they will move it to where the car is supposed to go. We can't move the car to where it's supposed to. We can only spark it. So once we bring out the topics and we talk about it, they will pick it up. You are a promoter, you are facing this issue. You call this a promoter. Charlie, what these people are talking about, this is what is happening. This is the solutions they are suggesting. Let's add other solutions to it and face and drive it. Because they spark it for us. Then drive it to the GB. And that's the reason why everybody must hold the issue. Because it's
gave Kabik Promotions the promoter of the year in the year 2018 or 19. They gave them the promoters of the year. So if this issue has come up, sit them down and have this conversation and settle it.
Exactly. So and with Kabik too, I think what Kabik they must let everything go. Meet Latte. Latte is still your boy. Upon everything, after this fight, even if he doesn't win this fight, I tell you, he can still get a better last fight before his career ends. How much? And look at the difference. Look at the difference of the money.
It's big, Chairman. It's big,
but Kofi, even look at the difference of the money, and they are able to do 3 fights for Latte. That one fight money you want, you can get it in 3. And when you get it in 3, your name is everywhere as well. So they must, you see, they must also, although the GBA must be doing favoritism, they have their own people and all that. Fine, this is what is there. It will take a time to get things working. You see, you can't just solve the problem.
Amedoda, let me hear you. Let me hear from you.
The thing is, GBA need to be.
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, what I'm saying is GBA need a total regulation. GBA need to be regulated big time because nothing is working. GBA's nothing is working. You see, today boxing is not happening in Ghana, and GBA is not talking anything as a entity. You understand?
Right.
But they are there waiting for the individual boxers should get fight outside, okay, and go for them to get their share. You see, some of the cases concerning the boxers, GBA don't want to talk anything about it. But whenever they that money very fast, they're not regulating anything. Some of the boxers, the contract that they are in, they don't know about it, and GBA is not ready. go into it and then find out what is going on in the contract. No, they are not ready for that. You see, the amateur boxers are complaining,
right,
as they travel to the qualifying series. They don't know. They are amateur boxing authority don't know how these kids are going there, how they are coming back, where the money is coming from for them to pay them. They don't know anything about it. Now that they come out, the ministry is coming out with some quick and say story that you cannot understand. That they say they will not pay. They don't pay for qualified series. It's the tournament that they pay for. I say, what is this? So if there's no qualified series, how will tournaments come on? And how can they come out and say they will pay for? They only arrange for tournament. They don't arrange for qualified series. And as the boys went there, they went there for medal. Right. If let's say it is not a tournament. If it is not a tournament, how can the medal is on it?
Right.
Brought it out in the name of Ghana. You understand? But the ministry is saying that they don't pay for qualified series. They pay for tournaments. The whole thing, and then no official is coming out to come and say anything or come and challenge the ministry that what they are saying, that is not it. That is exactly not it. Nobody is challenging it. Nobody is asking any question. You see, so the GBA, the IBA, and all those things. What are they doing there? Who are they on the board there? What are they doing? What are they fighting for? No, you can't get it. You can't get it. So to me, GBA, the whole boxing authority need total regulation. They need total regulation. Yeah, because look at all what is happening. They built what's the name? The sports this thing. What's the name? The arena.
Yeah, the Bukum boxing arena.
Boxing arena. Okay. Now promoters cannot rent a place and stage boxing there just because the ministry is not on its own. They don't concern about anything. They increase the renting prices for boxing, and then the promoters cannot pay, and then stage fight there. But nobody come from the GBA or the boxing authority to come and say anything. Everybody shut quiet and then waiting. If you, the promoter, you can, or the manager, you are ready to stage boxing, they will sign it and then take their share. But for them to come out and hey, boxing, this, and the things that we do before we stage boxing, it will be very difficult for the price that you are tagging to the boxing arena. It will be very difficult for the promoters to stage fight over there. So do something about it. No, nobody is talking. So GM needs total regulation. Boxing authority, need total regulation. I don't know. They have groups. They have they have associations within there. Right. But when they go to meeting, have association. Boxing managers have association, and then promoters also have association all around the boxing in Ghana. But I don't know when they go to meeting. I don't know what they do, go and talk over there. The other time that they say the boxing, they say the promoters and then the management, the stakeholders, they have meeting, and then they decide that they will take this thing message to, they will petition the president so that the regulations and things like that they are on course to state boxing to come on. Nobody is doing it. I don't know. I don't even know that whether they send the petition to the president and the president refused to talk about it. Nobody knows. But I am believing that they did not even send any petition there. You see, so what is GBA doing? What is boxing doing in Ghana? What are they doing? It's laughable.
You see,
so yeah, Kofi is laughable.
In the eyes of Africa, right? In the eyes of Africa, when you're talking to most of the... Okay, I find myself talking to a lot of people in Africa asking about the successes of Ghana boxing. because they see it very, or they see Ghanaian boxers doing so well. So imagine, right? Imagine if the conditions were all right, or everything was good enough, right? Like the way they imagine it to be, or when they talk to you, they ask. Of course, whether it is good or it's not good, we are seeing some kind of results, sort of, right? We see the guys fight, we see regular shows, we see regular competitions, we see things happen. So imagine, just imagine if things were really done properly. The boys get their correct percentages when they are going to fight. The managers are taking their percentages the way they are supposed to take. This is the GBA is doing everything it's supposed to do. That is doing, matchmaker is doing everything like that. I feel like we would have achieved more. Like we would have achieved like a lot more than what we have now.
That's true. It's really true because like when it comes to Africa, we are the eyes of boxing.
Right.
When you see that name at the world stage, you know it's going to give exciting fight. And if not for recently, Nigeria and some countries were not that big when it comes to boxing.
Right.
So if people are calling you and they're asking you this, it tells you like the expectation is there because you have the boxers. When you go to the coastal area, like everybody wants to box. Boxing is like it's part of Ghana, but it's being part of the Ghana. The leaders doesn't see it that way. They see boxers to be kobolos. They see boxers to be rowdy people. Like they don't give the kind of respect they are supposed to give the boxers and the boxing fraternity as well. Well, you see, when you look at UK, when you look at US, they prioritize boxing, the sport of boxing. That's why Sky Sports has a station just for boxing. And you see, it's time Ghana being seen as a boxing country. It's time we start getting like a regular TV show that is for boxing, like promoting the boys, going to the book home, trying to put the boys. You see, Kofi, if they can do all these reforms, Amedoda is saying with a lot of changes are they do all those changes. And they get the boxers into schools, documentaries are being done. You are seeing this. You see, it will interest the US promoters, the US boxing managers, the UK boxing promoters, because you see, they like packaging. You can't just come and give them raw material and you expect them to come and do all like package it up and let it look good. Because they have a lot of them too in their country. But they are strong, like as raw as they are very strong. So let's just give them a little packaging and see how it goes. And you will spend much giving them this packaging because you see, when you look at the boxing zone, it's usually around the coastal area. The coastal area, how big is this? What is the population of boxes? So if you can put just $10 million for 5 good years. Oh, Kofi, $10 million for the Rebecca. Like there will be leftovers to even do a lot of big fight that we can bring boxers from abroad. Because I tell you, if you have $1 million, you can put up a world title fight here, which maybe it wouldn't be those big titles, but at least the flyweight and all that you can put up a big fight. A cruiserweight, you can put up a big fight if you have $1 million, and the government can do that. And once the government is doing that, it means that our stadiums that they rent it, these outside promoters, they can come to the country, rent, when they are coming to do a fight here, they will rent the stadium. Everything that they will do here, they will rent most of the things here. And that is an income. That's an income. You will tax them, GRA will tax them. So it's our leaders itself, it's not just about we boxing. Our leaders, they don't know business. Because if they really know business, look at what Paul this what's his name? Paul Kagame, the Rwanda president. Look at what he's doing. Exposing Arsenal, big team jerseys and all that. And you see what he's doing now. First of all, he made sure he put the country in place. Tourism, everything nice. And now he started advertising by advertising on players, their jerseys and all that. And when you look at the football fans, I'm in Ghana here, I'm not even in the UK, but they are choosing a good place to advertise. So I'm in Ghana here and I've seen the advert. So right now, I know if I should get some money and I can fly, I'll go to Rwanda and go and see what is happening there. And when I go, I'll spend. So that's an income. And that's what Dubai is also doing. So now that we have boxing, which we have labor, we have a good labor force here. Why don't we do this kind of investment and bring the people here? We'll give you can put $10 million there, but at the end of the day, when they start doing fights, they can do fights for over 30 years. And that 30 years, that your $10 million that you've thrown away, you will make millions. You can make $1 billion out of it. Because it won't just be about boxing. Tourism. When they will go to Kakum, they'll go and see the slave trade. It's a whole lot of things. And these are the kind of things that the leaders must also look at. It's not just about the boxing itself, but look at how much money you can also make from it.
True. Amedoda, I mean, do you think there's a way out for boxers who have found themselves in contracts that they wish they can get themselves out with this related things circulating around now? Do you think it would prompt them for them to sit up and make some changes with their management or with their promoters?
No, boxers are vulnerable. Our boxers are vulnerable. 95% of them cannot read and write. And nobody is ready to stand in for them. So this latte case just came up and it will die down. And the mess will still be going on. Unless GBA put it upon themselves, or the ministry put it upon themselves that, hey, we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing that, which will regulate so many things around boxing. Is there that the boxers get freedom? But if the boxers, like, I don't know whether it will be a miracle that will take place for the managers and then the promoters to change. I don't think that miracle can take place. It's not going to take place. No, that miracle will never happen. Because the promoters, they are there for money. Even promoters are even like, oh, the boxers are their children. So hey, go and do this. Then this is how I want it to be like. No contract. That is what the promoters and then the managers are targeting. You see, look at Latte's case. The fight is way 500 pounds. Is that also
50,000?
And then they came here 5,000 pounds, and then they are telling Latte to sign on 2,000 pounds. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. And then this case gets on the table of GBA, but they never raise anything against it. They never say anything concerning this thing. Okay? They never say anything concerning it.
That is what the suspicion comes.
I don't see that miracle happening. That because this single latte case came up, so it will change that. It will not change.
It will not change the game.
Don't you think also that probably even the president and the secretary, they must do things according to some people's terms, because probably they don't take the kingmakers cannot make the. Because that's what I'm saying it for.
Put them out.
Exactly. But if we did here with chop what's more, and we made you kill and you come and the chop look, you want to spoil it, then you come down. You put someone there who will listen to us, like Gamro, like what Obo was doing. They put him there, and he will say that because the kingmakers are old men and they are serious old men. But
you know what? When there's media somewhere, or there's camera somewhere, right? we get to know about, or there becomes a lot of revolutions, even with history, right? And when somebody starts digging a particular place with a camera, maybe the person will discover something, but once he puts a camera there, it's not just be only him, it becomes known to the rest of the world. So what I'm trying to say, now that there's some kind of eyes, if not just KBOXtv, like Boxing Africa, right? They've discovered the story, they've written it. We have Boxing Ghana, we have KBOXtv, and some few people who are following boxing back like in Ghana now. So if we were all crying that we needed some people to let the boxer's story to be heard, of course now they're making the boxer's story be heard. It looks like what is coming out sometime, it's not like what you even want to show the world about what is happening in Ghana. You understand? If Frank Warren gets to know that all this while he's paid an X amount of money, and maybe the boxer didn't get that, because these are even the reasons why we get to see a lot of sanctioning bodies springing left and right, because they are trying to come in to bring some kind of transparency, right? So if the promoter in his mind is paying an amount of money, right, and thinking that that money is going to reach the boxer, not all the money, the promoter out there knows that there's a sort of arrangement between you and the boxer, right? But first of all, boxer didn't get the contract, no. The money that was written in the amount, no. The percentage that he was supposed to get, no. And then you are telling him to pay £5 million. You are giving him $10,000. You are not even making him enjoy the pound sum, and you are telling him to pay $5 million. $5 million. Where is the boxer going to take this thing from? You, even if you want the boxer to even buy himself out of the contract, be reasonable. Be reasonable with it. See, some of us have worked with promoters and we've seen how it has been back and forth and everything. Some of them are trying. I won't lie to you. Some of them are really trying, and out of honesty, some of them have even left. Out of honesty, because of how honest they are, they've even left the business or they've left the game. You understand? Because along the line, some people are trying. Like I'm saying, it is not just about the GBA. It's a lot of things going on. The matchmaking side, the officiating side. You see, a lot of things, so Charlie, and that from sir, you understand, it is not easy. So sometimes I can't blame a promoter who wants to take all the money. But then again, if you believe in your product, you wouldn't say that one time the money has come, so you are taking it away, all away. No. If this, like I'm saying, and that is why I always have that mind that if Kabet thought that I feel like Kabet gave up on the boy, thought that was going to be the end. And so when the money comes, they're trying to take all the money. And so when this opportunity has come knocking again, they feel like they have to come in to make another money. Now, my question is, will they allow the boys to go fight in the UK now that it has been announced and published and everything in the news and everything? Because I feel like there's a sort of foul play there for him not even leaving Ghana at the time he was supposed to leave. Because as a boxer in Ghana, you're supposed to be given a release letter. I wanted to ask him yesterday on the show if he had received the release letter, but unfortunately, the internet was not our friend, so I couldn't find out. I don't know if he has been given a release letter, because if you don't have a release letter, I don't see how he's going to leave Ghana to go and fight. And the fight has been taken to 10th October, which is like about 3 weeks from today. It's by the time you find out that. Yeah, Amedoda, you were saying something. Can you hear him? I cannot.
The GBA.
Okay, all right, now come. Okay. You have muted your place. You have muted it. You have muted your mic. Your mic is
I think
mute.
you can hear you.
Yeah, but his mic is mute. Because I can see from here that he has muted the mic. I can't mute it unless he mutes it from his side. Look at the mic. The mic is down. Okay.
So what I'm saying is, is GBA that's supposed to give the release letter for the boxer to move on.
Yeah.
But GBA and the promoters, they are now in one bed against the boxer. That is why that letter cannot be given. Okay, that is why they cannot release the guy, because because they know that there's a money there for them to share, or they share some monies already. So the only thing that they are doing is, we will not allow you to go until you kowtow to us and then follow what we want you to do. So they are not going to give him the letter unless he go in for lawyer, as Sowah is saying. He go in for lawyer and then face his promoters and then GBA. Other than that, he should forget about the boxing.
Right.
Other than that, he should forget about boxing. Yeah. And these people, to the promoters, they're not ready. They don't care.
They don't care.
You see, they don't care. So that is what's happening. They don't care. Yeah. They don't care. That is what is happening. So there must be some miracle air that will blow through GBA and clean those mess out.
Some miracle.
There will be a change in boxing in that. Oh yeah.
Some miracle. All right. Let me just take some few messages coming in from Robinson Aryee. He said insightful. Michael Baron called. Yeah. Today is Michael Baron's birthday. One of our regular viewers. Happy birthday, Baron. May God bless you and
happy birthday, Trevor.
Yeah, shine on you, and God bless you. And like the guys are saying, we wish you really, really well. But back to our case. Do you think anything can change, Daniel? Do you think anything can change? And if anything can change, what would you want changed?
Okay, is it a GB or the Latis fight?
In the whole matter.
Okay, what the GB is going to do, which I believe so well, is that they are going to give him his release letter. They are going to stop carry promotions from especially this fight. Because you see, Frank Warren can just take them on. Frank Warren himself, he can take them on. Because he announced the fight for them under Yard's card, which it didn't happen, and he has changed the date. And right now, Frank Warren paid the money straight to Daniel Latte. Why did he do that? Because Latte told him he didn't get that certain amount of money he paid to Kabik promotion. And that's the reason why Frank Warren is working directly with Latte. Because that's what the story says. That Frank Warren is working directly with Latte, and he has paid the money to Latte. So you see, if Kabik doesn't take it, and Frank Warren takes them on, they are going to have a big problem. Because he gave you a letter. He gave you money, and you forged the letter. You get me? You forged the letter, presented the boxer with a certain amount of money that wasn't what he gave to you. Now, if they go to court, they will ask you, present the letter. Exactly. Present the boxer agreeing that he's going to fight. Why are you going to get a signature? So this is an advice to Kabik promotion. If zip back and you sit, and you can talk about it, but seeing him £5 million is never going to happen. You see, they don't take Kabik promotion can't take their case anywhere. It's only Ghana, and I strongly believe that GBA will not even sit to watch them do this. Right now that the media, everybody's talking about it. GBA will do the needful. I believe them so much. I believe they are going to do the needful. And Kofi, the last thing is that I wish you interview Daniel Latte again with the GBA secretary that was on the show. If you don't get a GBA president, you can get a secretary, so that it will be it will throw some questions to him, because I know the GBA secretary is a very brilliant person who will know how to go about certain things. So if you can get those two people on the show, I think all the viewers, everybody will be happy about it, and we'll all sit down and listen to how the conversation will go, so that boxers that are sitting down, we the fans, people that want to come and do boxing business, will understand what went wrong. Probably Latte, what Latte is doing now is just to the media. They are not even aware. So if you have them on the show and he's asking him certain questions, I think even boxers that have had previous problems will understand on how to go about issues when they have certain problems. So I don't know if maybe a promoter or my manager cheating, this is what I'm supposed to do, because it's coming from the secretary. That is when they can act for you. That's when they can stand in and do this and do that for you. So I think it will be best to have both of them on the show.
Great. I'll do my best to see that I can get both of them on the show. I've already spoken to Latte to say that I want him back on the show for us to have a conversation. I also put it to the GBA secretary. We can both be in a room and have a conversation, or on a show and have a conversation for the fans to just clear some doubts and see go forward for their matter. I mean, if there's some last words that you want to add or say, you already hit it to us, and then see how we'll end the show.
Yeah, all that I will say is, especially in this Latte's case, Latte should be very friendly with media, and then if he's reporting it from media to media and things like that, then he will expose some roles around GBA, and then I think from there he can get some justice. Yeah, he can get some justice, and then maybe it will even affect the other. It will affect the other boxers too. But the way the thing is going, if it's not about media, or he have that power to take a lawyer who can help him with it, fine. But apart from that, he should be friendly with media, and then let his story be heard, and then from there he can get released, and then continue to do boxing and be satisfied in it.
All right, great. I mean, it's a very good advice, and we're going to see how it's all going to play out. We were supposed to talk a little bit about what's happening in. Oh, can we still go on? Because we've been on this matter for a long time. If you guys want us to go on, I can go on, but if we need to call it off too, we can call it off. We've been on the downside. I mean, if I mean downside, I mean we've been on the matter. So I mean, this matter, there are times that I want to do live and talk about it, but then you think about the people that you might touch and all that, because definitely you are in the business. You understand? You are in the business. It is an industry that you find yourself in. You will be saying this thing, but you might make enemies in the process, and you put a target with back. You understand?
Like I was saying, you can't do boxing business without GBA.
On the show, you are saying that even though we see the BBOC, everything happening, matchroom boxing, the other promoters are not getting a bite of the cake, and so that's why you see them forming promotions for joint authorities and other associations for them to be able to, survive. It is looking like that. You understand? It is looking like that, and our market is not an open market for me to say that, because it's an open market, if GBA is not there, maybe we can have like another boxing authority for the guys to work with. It is not like that. It is only one. The guys find themselves under one umbrella. So, I mean, there should be some kind of fairness, so that the other people who are also fans or who are boxing enthusiasts will be excited watching the boys, because I tell you, the boys can make it. Some boys can make it. That is, for all you know, the reason why the guys go back to go fight and then we see them lose is because they are not excited. Because before they leave Ghana and then they take the plane to leave to go to wherever they are going to fight. They have issues like this on their mind. They know that they will be paid 50,000, and they'll come back and take 50,000 euros, pound, and they'll come back and pay them $10,000. It means wherever they, and if they go to UK or US to go and fight, and they'll pay them $50,000, they'll come back and they'll take 2,000 cedis. There will always be change on the so in their head, they're not going to make money.
Rather than two matters.
You understand? It matters. It matters. Get me to Kuwait, and you go and fight, and they pay you Kuwait money. I want the Kuwait money. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I come back, I know that I went to Kuwait. That is the money they are giving me. I mean, I'm just saying, but it is very important. If these guys understand, everybody is trying their best to make the thing work. I know the GBA is doing their best to make boxing work. Promoters are doing their best. The boxers themselves are putting their blood and their sweat on the line for it to work. Why can't there be some sort of fairness? Some sort of fairness, balance in the game, so that this person will know that I'm working with Sowah. Sowah is not going to cheat me. Or I have Amedoda as my agent. He's not going to cheat me. Because we have created it, and if you are seeing it in our face like it is happening now and nothing is being done about it, everybody will question the system. You understand? There will be a lot of question marks raised. So if something is going to be done, I feel like it needs to be done, so that at least it can put a lot of doubts, and the people out there can. We are opening ourselves for people out there to come and even cheat us the more. Because if in domestically we are having this fight or having this kind of misunderstandings, somebody else will come in and then will offer like some chicken change, and we'll see it as a very big money. Somebody who might offer latte maybe 30,000 pounds, right? And all these things will just go out, and then you. But the promoter coming in will now go and make like millions and millions and millions of euros of what you could have made.
Yeah.
What you are saying is very, very serious. But you see, if Latte was given $10,000 and he accepted it and fought Dubois, this Fabio will feel like, if he accepted $10,000, then I even overgave him that. So if I give him 20,000 is okay for him.
That's what
so it's a good point. It's a very, very good point. It shows that they don't have price.
Kofi, is GBA that's supposed to put their foot down, okay? Because in the contract concerning boxing, this thing, the beginning of the whole thing is the matchmakers, the promoters, they bring the fight in. So if you promoter, you come in with a fight, GBA is supposed to know the nitty-gritty of the fight, where the fight is taking place, what is the contract, okay? So if they come like this, sometimes GBA might know a little about the contract, but because they have some booty there to share, that is what will cause them not to comment about some of the things. But all these things that are going on, all the dubbing that is going on in this in the circle, GBA know about it. So it's just a matter of GBA to put their foot down and say that, hey, if you, the matchmaker, you bring a fight, these are the procedures. And then you have to be transparent to the boxer. He's going, he's coming back. Even how to acquire visa, all these things supposed to be in the contract. But GBA don't care about that. The boxer will even be living without his coach. GBA is aware of it. Why should a boxer go out without a coach? And you, GBA, you sanction that you allow the boy to go there without a coach to go and fight outside Ghana. Why should it happen so? You see, so if GBA is strong on this, okay, I think the matchmakers will stop doing that, to stop doing that kind of thing that they are doing, duping the boxers. It's GBA who's supposed to put their foot down for the boxers, and then if there's a problem, okay, a boxer is going wayward, GBA will call that boxer to order. Okay, if a matchmaker, the promoter is signing the contract, GBA is supposed to look into the contract and see that this contract is a genuine contract. So if everything is genuine, and to the knowledge of even the boy, the next promoter will not come behind the first promoter, and then the boxer will allow to sign any contract, because the contract will go through GBA and your name is there, everything is there already. These are your managers. You cannot go beyond your managers and sign anything different. So it's GBA, but because of the booty that they're sharing without the boxers, that is why they're allowing that to happen.
Anyway,
yeah.
You know what I'm wondering? If a fighter goes and a fight at a $2 million pay and he wins and he comes back home, you see them waving the flag.
Oh, Charlie, see them waving the flag.
200
the flag. You know waving the flag. The flag.
When you win and you come. That one will wait for you at the airport too. And they make sure everywhere you go, you are going to see the president
there. Why you sky? We completely know. I don't want that sky. You don't even know what they are saying, whether they are supporting you or they are breaking your legs.
It's true. Oh yeah, it's serious.
Something really needs to be done. Something needs to be done to be able to let the boys have a good life, because that is why they even got into the sport. Look at these guys. Apart from the few legends that we've known that have been able to make money, like Azuma, Kote. Even look at some of our legends. Sometimes we see them and we ask ourselves, I mean, what's happening? Up to now. Somebody even wrote in the comments that maybe the money that Ghana owes DK Poison is not even the government. Maybe it is even the matchmakers. We're not taking like that because of what's happening now. You understand? Maybe, of course, maybe the government will pay the money for the giving to the boxer, but he never went to him.
Yes, right? To the boxer.
Narrative we can look at, and maybe we can make a very good argument from it, that because of what, because it's a precedence, and their lawyers, they know it. If this is a precedence, then we can go and say that because of what is happening now, we can say that before it happened. You understand?
Yeah.
Look at
DK Poison won't give the money to the president. He will give it to the boxing people, GBA, and the GBA will now give it to the Ghana president. I mean, so what you are saying is true.
A lot of things. Kunedu, we also won the world title. When it comes to Accra and you see him and they don't even tell you that this guy is a former world champion, you even know. He will even be passing around you even know. Look at the Alfred Kote who died in US. They were not even able to bring his body back home after all the work that he has done for the country and the state and everything. They couldn't even fly his body back home for us to have bury him here. You understand? So I feel like the guys are sacrificing too much into this game that you fine. You said you want to manage them, but please let them enjoy it. Apart from this legend that I have mentioned their names, most of the Michael Bullet should be able to live in Ghana like how, if not anybody, cry like Katawale is living. If not cry like the way Guru is living, the boy should be able to live like that. The up and coming star, Lamte, because it's up and coming, like we should see some Kwame Yuji or some Kiddy B in his life. You understand? Like expensive boxer. We should see some kind of how do you call it? Maybe Kelvin Boy being him, like some lifestyle be like be. You understand? We should see some kind of life in some of these boys, because Charlie and DS is not just going to stand behind Mike and sing. Of course, singing is a talent that the people have been given, but this is like fighting for your life, blood and sweat, sitting and training every day, going on the road. Agba Fuse Abu Mubarak Abu. Tell if you go Wasiru Mohammed, I know plans like you were mentioning, Duke Micah. See, even yesterday, Duke Micah, or today, he put a video out. Look at how the weather is, and he's still running in the weather. It is not easy. Yeah. It is not easy. So I feel like, Charlie, if not anything, 50,000, you give him 50 points about there. 50 points is not bad.
Yeah, 50 would have been okay.
It's not
okay.
You understand? But to cheat, see, the way people in Ghana are ripping off. If it is not just in boxing, but it looks like it cuts across everything. They are doing business. Somebody is trying to make money. That's the same mentality you are bringing into boxing. But for the sake of the people's blood and sweat, can you even sleep and like live with yourself, knowing that you ripped off somebody off his money? Can you even live with yourself?
Yeah.
With what you are saying, you can see it's not just boxing.
That one is going to court. 50 million, 330 million. He's going to court. 50,000. You know your face, car. 50,000.
Why is it? Things must work. Because the law court is there. The court works. And it's like the people they don't want to apply it. Going go to the GFA to safety before you play for Blasters, you have to pay. Connection. And it's like connection is everywhere.
That is why like Anas was killing their business. Or you didn't see?
Exactly.
I tell you, when like I'm saying, when the media decides to go straight into this thing, the boxing will just shut. It will just shut down. What Anas Aryee Yaro did there? It's almost cool. It collapsed. Let me say it collapsed it. Even rebuilding company seeing top. Rebuilding, I'm not seeing top.
Up to now, it has still affected it. Up to now,
to go watch like before. They are trying their best. The new management president is in. Is trying to do his best, but still, the people are having that. Like even today, you are saying it, so it means even when the new people come in, they'll still even do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you see, it's black saint. You are not going to throw a blue, but you're thinking.
If we end the show, the way people come texting us, hey, people are saying things, so we are saying things, but we will find ourselves in this business that we are hoping that things will change before we decide to make our final decision of trying to get into the business for good. And maybe by the time you even get there, you even put the target at your back for saying the truth, not a lie. You're saying the truth.
Kofi, the new people that they bring there, they will tell them these people they sabotage us. So the new people will come, will continue. On the Kingmakers, you see, the problem is the Kingmakers too. They will make you king. So if you sack the GBA president and the secretary now, and they make a new king, they will tell you, no, these people. So it's very easy. We just pray God.
We should find a way of having some mini seminars or clinics where we can bring the boys, or we can take the boys for them to take some few advices, and even outside Ghana, there are some places that some of the bosses are vulnerable. So the people that have been in the game for a while, organize clinics and talk to the boys, let them know how the business is going and all that. But because even our champions in Ghana, like the Sowah and all that, they are still being like they are still being ripped off. Even if they want to say they can say. They'll say it, but the opportunity that they'll get, so maybe they won't even talk about it.
They don't talk about it.
It's sad, but what you are saying is a good initiative. And now we are doing this for God and country. If you organize it and the bosses come and they are being spoken to, you tell them you do this, you do that. You see, once the bosses they start getting the education, you see, a time will come, it will be a big force that the GBA can't control it. And the president, we are going to have a president in Ghana that will stop all these nonsense. A time is coming. So we must keep the fire burning. When that president comes, all those little things
I understand you. Please take us away. I mean, some few words, and because we've already done 2 hours, and then let's.
As we are talking about it, I believe many other these things have the chance to talk about it. Other stations and things like that also get a chance to talk about it. Other journalists will get a chance to talk about it, and then it can bring a change. So for sure, we'll continue to talk about it, and then go on to educate the poor boxers who cannot read and write and things like that. And then GBA will come in and then implement things that will regulate the whole thing, and then everybody will enjoy boxing. In fact, it is very sad. The people that still boxers, in fact, they are more than the devil, because the things that boxers go before they climb the ring and go and fight for money to come. You, that's because you are organized, you can read and write, and then you have lawyers behind you, and then you are stealing boxes. In fact, they don't know what they are doing. No, they don't know what they are doing. No, yes.
You take somebody's money.
So we'll keep talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you for your time. Like always, we hope for the best, because by the time we want to get into the game, we want to make sure that things are really working smoothly. See, there's media. If GTV and the rest are even coming in, like this, there'll be some sort of transparency, and this might not even happen.
Oh yes.
So we really need the media to really support what is happening in the world of boxing, not just Ghana, everywhere, every part in Africa that there's boxing. We really plead with the local media to support them, because without the media, their work will be in vain. The work of the boxers will be in vain. So they should really try and support the boxers, get their craft out there, so that they'll be able to, make the earnings that they deserve. Because it's really like a lot of hard work and dedication and consistency for them to reach that top level, for them to step into the ring to deliver. And like we all know, the sport is no joke. It's a brutal sport. One bad punch can even end a boxer's life. So if they are making some cool money as a matchmaker, or as the promoter, or as the manager, at least it will be fair. It will be nice. It will be even a blessing that you just give the boxer what is due. If there's any kind of thing that you can do, you can maybe have a contract behind the back, so that at least if there's a contract behind the back where maybe of the 70 or 77%, maybe you would want to come in because of some things that you have sacrificed into the game. I feel like we are all human beings. Dialogue. Once there's a dialogue and there's a conversation, I'm not sure even the big guys out there, like even with the Canelo case, we've got to realize that not knowing Canelo, Oscar De La Hoya went to negotiate with the zone and came back to Canelo, and it happens. So it means it is happening around the world. But behind the scenes, there are other contracts also being put down to be able to ensure that the boxer is protected. If you said you got into the game to protect and to make sure your boxer lives well, please let that be your priority, and let the boxer live well, and let the boxer be okay. Not walking around feeling like he's still working and you are in a base of the money that he's going to make. You understand? Please let the boxer have some good life. Give them the supplements. Give them the. Some boxers are even buying everything on their own, even though they have management.
Oh yes.
You understand? They are buying their own apparel, buying their own cakes, feeding themselves, going to the gym, and everywhere. All those things were things that you, the manager, said you're going to do before you are going to do. But some of them don't do that. I'm sure if you have some of the guys, you've listened to some of the interviews I have with some of the guys. Some of the guys say that they fund a whole 3 months campaign. Managers, they fund the whole 3 months campaign before they step into the ring. But we can't say that to our local promoters or our local money. Some of them are trying. I won't lie to you. Some of them are really trying. Some of them, if they tell you what they are doing for their box, that is why some of them, if it comes that some international person is coming inside to come and take their boxes, then their eyes are red like eagle, because they are really delivering on whatever they said they are doing. But some of them too, they are trying to use the boxes, try to use them to travel, set up their travel. It's all sort of things. If you want to be a travel agency, go and be a travel agency. Go and be a travel agency and let the boxers fight, so that they will take their coach. You understand? Because what was saying, it feels like the coach was put aside so that the other person can go, and that is what happened.
Yeah.
So the coach didn't. Another person went. How is it even possible? Somebody is going to work, but the person who was going for holiday was able to go.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you want to do your travel and tour, do your travel and tour. So those who want to do the boxing and take a serious team to, like how we saw the Dogbes. The Dogbe took the whole team. They took four. There were 4 team members. They took Gameli and all that. They took all of the guy orders because it is a team spirit, a teamwork, a team effort that brings the success. You understand? So let the people who are working with the boy, like working with him, like the trainer, the physiotherapist, whoever, the team, carry them, let them go and do their job. They worked hard for them to also get the, or if they take the plane, they will go. Please, we beg, let them also enjoy it because they also work for the opportunity, so that at least they can go, because just like the boxer is going to fight, the coach can also learn 1 or 2 from the other coaches, maybe because there are some times they can spend in gyms before fight nights and all that. They can also learn something, bring it back, and it's just our plea, our humble plea, that the GBA comes in to sit down on this matter and let this, because whether we like it or not, the thing has already come to air, and I don't feel like £5 million is some money that the boy will get, unless you are trying to lock him down. But if you're locking him down, at least as a manager, you too, there's been a kind of transparency. So for full your part, now there's a breach of contract. Whether we like it or not, the truth has been, if the big promoter himself, Warren, comes into this thing, it will even be like a shame, or more like even speak well of the boxing that we are doing in Ghana. So we will just plead with them. Just like Daniel has said, for the benefit of everybody in the game, they should just come down, sit and have a conversation and see how they can move the game forward. And like Amedoda has said, the game needs some sort of changing, and it starts from the GBA. So they should also come in and then have a very, very good regulation, which will favor everybody: the matchmaker, the boxer, the doctors, even the doctors, the officials, and everybody, so that we can have a very good boxing in Ghana. Guys, thank you for your time again. I really appreciate it. Today we've done more than 2 hours.
Thank you very much.
I even feel like some of these things we have to do it in the morning when they are also sitting in their office, so that they can also see it, because I realize that later I come back, the views have gone up, and some of them have left comments that I wish we could have addressed them whilst we were having the show. So maybe sometimes if we have the time, we'll fix in there during the daytime, and also maybe not just Wednesday, Thursday, maybe another day we'll put it in, and then we'll see how you can also address the issues. I really appreciate your time, and if they are really listening to us, we just plead that for the sake of the stock in trade, in every business there's something called stock in trade. And for boxing, the stock in trade is the boxer. We always have to make sure that the stock in trade in our industry, the boxer, is okay. If it's okay, then everybody around can also benefit. Because whether we like it or not, the boxer is supposed to take the bigger part of the cake, and the rest is being shared between the coaches, the GBA, and whoever. But if you are giving the boxer $10,000, then we are going to give the coach like 1,000 cedis, because the currency was already coming down. Maybe you'll give him 10,000 naira, because everything is coming down.
The post telling people get in trouble.
For the sake of come down, so that everybody can be able to live themselves. All right. So thank you guys, and thank to all our viewers who made time to watch. See you guys here another time. Have a very good evening.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.